Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. That's to the running back, Jaden Blue. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Purdy from the gun. That'll be complete to Blue. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Complete to Jaden Blue. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And Stroud now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49. Yard line. they exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Purdy. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Back to throw, Purdy. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Blue is in. Touchdown, Dallas. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Gain of 23 yards. Complete to Bucky Irving.
Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Stroud looking to change the play. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Stroud to throw it. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for two.
The Bucs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Buccaneers 8.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look, and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Breaks through the contact. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 22, Cowboys 13.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And fresh off that pick six, here's Purdy. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Looking for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, They're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space. How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So on fourth down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Throwing now is Stroud. Throw right side, Wilson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now Stroud. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Bucs are able to stretch out their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Throwing here, Purdy. Open man is tipped him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets it underneath to Blue. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's another Cowboys first down. A gain of 14. And the Cowboy first down.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, 27 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing. Yeah, this is a fights through and now a crease.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good for the Cowboys. First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for two.
The Cowboys will line up.
Purdy will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
43, Cowboys 22.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Drops it to Blue, complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
A gain of 12. First down, Dallas.
Now Purdy. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one.
66-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
It's hard to be surprised at the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
Here we go.
Final play of the half, Stroud. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
Stroud looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
11. Look the hot, look the hot.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stroud looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Purdy looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Purdy from the gun. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to it as he released it. And it's second down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. He'll swing this out to Blue. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Completes this one to Pickens. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And Stroud now to throw. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Stroud. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Corey Trice there to make the stop.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Oh, he's got a Ibuka. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
On the click, right?
1st and 10 at the 23.
Stroud to throw it. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Here we go. At the 8-yard line.
And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
All right. We speed less. 18. Hey, uno more. Hey.
On 2nd and goal. Stroud. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Look the hot. All right. 19 taxi.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Shotgun now with Purdy. A man over the middle, and it's complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Cowboys.
Here's Purdy. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Purdy now to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here we go. 18, 19 seconds. Buggy. South.
Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now Stroud. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Stroud coming right back after the pick 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
White Tony, 18, that's it. 11.
Stroud working out of the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Pushing his way inside the 40. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Cowboys
Purdy.
first down.
And that'll be incomplete. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Levis. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay there.
And not in any rush offensively. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Buggy. Here we go. 18. 19 Texas. White Tony. Hey, uno. Line.
Stroud back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Stroud. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
Complete to Bucky Irving.
Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we